All right, so hi, I'm Mike. I'm Mike's Vloggity Vlog.
Hi, I'm Brett with Mike's Vloggity Vlog.
Not with Brett. That'd be cool if you were with, like, you were my employee someday.
W.Brett Wilson.
W.Brett
in
Wilson.
writing.
What's the W stand for?
We can't discuss that online.
Oh.
But it's on my passport and my
Okay.
birth certificate.
Can I make one guess?
Yeah.
Waldo.
You know, my grandfather was Walter George, so you're getting close.
I'm close. Okay.
You're getting close.
Okay, we're close. Okay, so you are. Let's go through everything. You are the star of your own new show, Risky Business.
I'm the host. I think the star is the cast.
Okay.
Come on. So
All
I
right.
just help facilitate it
Okay.
all. But yeah, I have my own show.
You are the chairman of two different companies.
Several, but
Several.
two meaningful companies.
And we're in one of them right now. We're in Calgary right now.
Yeah, this is Prairie Merchants offices
Yeah.
right now.
It's beautiful.
And the other big
Beautiful.
one that I'm pretty pleased with and proud of is Canoe.
Mhm.
Canoe Financial, which is our mutual fund business.
Excellent. I have no idea what mutual funds are. You were Dragon's Den.
55 episodes.
I mean, only 3 outfits.
Yeah,
Fun
exactly.
fact
That was
about-
all it was. 3 outfits, 6 shirts.
And actually, I took a little tour while I was waiting for you, and I found a room in this office that has all of your products that you've ever invested in. Most of them.
And in fact, it's got not just my products, but a lot of stuff that came to show.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we call that room the
Okay.
Dragon's Den.
All right, so we're still working through all your titles. Father.
Proud father of 3.
3. And I follow you on Twitter. You take them everywhere, all over the world.
Or I chase them
You chase-
everywhere.
And new dog owner.
New dog, Cash the dog, or
Cash-
Cash the Pooch,
The Pooch,
as we
okay.
call him.
Yeah.
There's Cash the Money and the Cash the Pooch. Very frisky pooch and frisky business with pooch. So we've got
It's a spin-off on Animal Planet.
Cashes.
And I think that's all your titles.
Fine.
Tell me about, tell people at home about Risky Business.
Well, the premise of Risky Business I call the most real of reality shows. We have a real couple come on the show with real money. And the real money is typically $10,000 to $20,000. I then bring on 2 real investment opportunities, and they choose one. I choose the other.
Okay.
And then in real time, over the next 30 days, the cameras go out and follow those deals as they unfold in the real world.
Yeah.
Then we meet back in the vault, as I call it, where we meet to do the reveal or get the results,
Yeah.
if you will, of the deal. So real people, real money, real investments, real time, real results.
Do you get scared for the people involved in the show?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, when the show was first formatted, the conversation was held around having people invest their life savings.
Yeah, actually, I remember reading that. Luckily, my life savings would be $5,000. So.
Well, you know what? I went with that for a little while until I realized, you know, the consequences of failure for someone who's invested their life savings, even if 5 or 10 grand is not meant to be a lot of money, you know, the reality is that's what it takes to get a car now, and it's less than a down payment on a small house. So 5 to 10 grand is within the reach. 20 grand is within the reach of virtually all Canadians, and to have that kind of money and lose it is something that no Canadian wants to do.
No.
If you will, 98% of all
Yeah.
Canadians would be greatly upset if they lost.
My
that
palms are sweating thinking about it. Yeah. I wanted to talk about your fashion sense. It's very unique. It's very creative. Very distinctual. Is that a word?
Distinctive.
Distinctive. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that always been a part of your life to kind of wear?
You know, it's kind of evolved over time. As of my birthday last year, my 53rd birthday, my socks no longer match.
Okay.
They always coordinate.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to coordinate, but they don't match. And then the shirts over time have just gotten brighter and more colorful. And I find I get a lot of my shirts in what I call the discount bin,
Okay.
the for sale column, the
Do
sale
you
pile,
think
because
there's
nobody
a
will wear
reason
them.
why you find them there?
Well, I have a shirt that I bought at the Brick Shirt Shack in Toronto.
Okay.
And it was on sale because it didn't sell, obviously, and so it was half price, but it was a Robert Graham, and it had little embroidered cars all over the front of it, and then a series of cars up and down the vertical. And I got stopped twice in the block after leaving that store by relatively attractive people, call it women, who complimented the shirt. You know, I'm just walking along. Now, whether they recognize me or not, irrelevant.
Yeah.
But what they focused on was the shirt and said, "Hey, guy, nice shirt." Just and looked like, "Oh, thank you."
You're obviously very philanthropic. You do lots in the Calgary community, lots across the country. Do you think Canadian millionaires are being as generous as they should be?
I don't think that wealthy Canadians are being anywhere near as generous as they could be. I'm not going to get into should, because that's a very personal decision.
Yeah.
But could, you know, there's so much to be done. You know, I sometimes make fun of it. The point that some people talk about, well, it's all arranged for in my grave or in my will, and I make the point that guiding from the grave isn't nearly as much fun as giving while living. And let's say a person's worth $100 and they need 20 to live on. Well, there's 80 to give away, and you watch that 80 be distributed over the balance of your life. And, you know, you'd like to trail it out over time.
Yeah.
But again, remember, you've already got your lifestyle and your lifestyle protected, so you already have all that. So by definition, this is excess. And so as you give away the excess, what pleasure, what reward, what joy. I can't imagine something that would be more powerful.
Do you feel, I mean, you obviously have changed people's lives. Did you? You have. And it's good that you're humble about it. But did you think growing up that you would be a person that would be capable of doing that?
The two things I have lots of now, one is wealth and the other is profile. And wealth's been building over the last several decades. I mean, that's the business I've been in. But career, in terms of profile, has literally exploded. What do you do with that? Is it purely for ego? No. If I didn't use it for the betterment of the world, then it would be wasted, and it would be purely ego. But, you know, as you know, whenever I can get to a microphone, I'll talk about philanthropy or entrepreneurship, or I'll do other things. Like this weekend, I'm taking 65 people to Mexico to build homes. We'll build 3 homes in 3 days, go down Friday morning, we'll be back Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
And, you know, we'll change the lives of 3 Mexican families, for sure. But we'll also greatly impact, if not change the lives of the 64 people who come down.
I wish you were around when I had to sell chocolate bars in high school. And one last question. How every year you throw a really big garden party?
Yep.
How do I get invited?
Well,
every year I look at Twitter and I see all the photos, and it's even in the opening credits for your show, Risky Business.
As long as you're in our database.
I'll leave cards throughout the office for the next year.
If you're in our database, you get found.
Okay,
It's that simple. The beautiful thing about an outdoor party is as long as the weather's good, you can use I've got a fairly large yard. Got a lot of space to.
I've driven by slowly before.
Yeah.
During the party.
All right. You got a guaranteed 1-year invite.
1 year, okay. I promise to not take advantage of the open bar. Actually, I don't promise that. I take that back. Cool, excellent. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on your new show.
My pleasure.
So
Thanks
great.
for coming in.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
You've been watching Mike's Vloggity Blog.
On Vloggity Blog.
On vloggityblog.mike.
Sure. .com. Thank you so much, Brett.